The plan will precisely articulate how we will correct the city's course, how we will restructure our financial obligations, how we will balance our future budgets, and how we will transform the city into something we can and all will be proud of. It is crucial for us to develop a bankruptcy exit plan that will transform us into a sustainable and viable city. This next year will be exciting, but it will be challenging. We must complete these tasks, and we need to be relentless and stay the course so that we can have the city we all desire. With shared sacrifice comes a greater shared reward. In the city manager's discussion of the fiscal mid-year budget review, he noted that the city's balanced general fund budget is made possible as a result of the protective umbrella of Chapter 9 bankruptcy. We still have a significant amount of unpaid obligations and must restructure them through the bankruptcy exit plan. Additionally, it is estimated we have over $200 million in deferred infrastructure maintenance and capital projects that will need to be incorporated in our bankruptcy exit plan and our long-term strategic plan. Crime affects all cities, and because no city is immune to crime, it offers us an opportunity to look at what other communities are doing right. We are looking at how other communities are reducing crime and bringing those ideas back to our own community. Reducing crime in our city is a very real challenge, and we are working at providing very real solutions to this challenge. In a joint effort between San Bernardino City Schools and our community, we have created a prevention and intervention plan to ensure that our city's youth are successful well into adulthood. One critical component of this plan is the youth court program, and I'm proud to say it had its very first pilot trials this past month. It was implemented as a collaboration and partnership between many key organizations in our community. Youth Court will empower our youth and encourage them to positively engage our community. It allows the opportunity for a youth who's been a first-time offender with no previous criminal record to participate in a peer-focused mechanism, sentencing mechanism, which holds them accountable for their actions, but also provides them the opportunity to break the chains of crime that keep them from reaching their full potential. As the Director of Youth Services at San Bernardino City Unified School District and as Special Assistant on loan to the City of San Bernardino, Mr. Ray Culberson has helped implement, with the help of various members in our community, assemble a comprehensive youth prevention and intervention plan. This plan has been formulated based on the restorative justice model that empowers young people. Many of the communities that have adopted this model have witnessed great results, and this is a great example of looking at what other communities are doing and bringing those ideas back home.
I just want to say that there are some students who are doing a fabulous job. We have a guy named Kenneth Gassaway who's going to come up here and speak in just a second. This is a guy from San Bernardino High School. He was in gangs, and he had major tragedies happen, and he's going to speak to you about that. But the exciting news is this student transformed himself through the restorative justice practice, through Christian-based philosophies, and now he leads a 160-member spiritual group, Christian group on campus. And with that, I'd like to bring Kenneth Gassaway up.
First of all, I want to thank Mayor Davis, Ray Culberson, Sandra Rodriguez, and all the dignitary and honored guests. My name is Kenneth Gassaway. I was born in San Bernardino. I am currently a senior at San Bernardino High School. I have 5 brothers, and they were all part of a clique called SGs. It's like a gang, kind of. We met near Del Rosa. I was first introduced to SGs when I was 14 years old. At the time I was a student at Airview Middle School, I participated in drinking alcohol, dissing classes, and fighting students until my sophomore year at San Bernardino High School. In sophomore year, my grandmother passed away. She was a mother figure to all my family. Her death impacted all of us. After her death, my activity in SG slowed down. My pastor at the Love of God Ministries Church has approached me saying, would you lead the teens at our church? My pastor encouraged me to start a Christian club on school. One day during lunch, Miss Regina, she came to me and she asked me, how was my day? I said, blessed. She said that was a good answer. And she prayed with me. The next day I went to my principal, Miss Rodriguez. I asked my principal if I can start a Christian club on campus. She supported my request, starting a Live Club on campus. We launched a Christian club on campus in 2013-2014 school year. We began with 8 members, and we met weekly after school in classrooms. This club provided after-school snacks, fun, and a safe environment, as well as opportunity and change our atmosphere on campus, and to impact our community. Through the promotion of word of mouth, our Live Club grew from 8 members to 165 active members on a weekly basis. May of 2014, we participated in a community outreach called Stop the Violence at Loma and Linwood. What motivated us particularly in this event was my brother Mark had got shot in his head. And my brother, he was up on Del Rosa and Linwood, and he was just a victim of a shooting, and we went to the doctors, and the doctor said he was in critical condition. And so when I seen him, I seen my brother laying there, and it just broke me down. But thank God that the doctor said from 1 inch from his head, he would have been dead. But my brother is still here today, and he's still standing up for his faith. And we was praying for my brother Mark in our Live Club for like forever, and we would just continue praying for him. But thank God because of his grace that he is still here today. We wanted to send a message to our community that we want our neighborhood safe from violence by passing out groceries, assisting with games, and children at the event. We showed the families in our communities that we don't want to see more students die from violence and from the streets of San Bernardino. We took over 60 students to stop the violence. We serve in the outreach because we love the Lord has put in our hearts, and he changed us for the good. We wanted to serve our community and show our community that we need to stop the violence on the streets. And if Jesus would have died for me, I wouldn't be up here today. I wouldn't be in front of y'all telling y'all about violence. But when Jesus died upon the cross, he showed his love. And if you don't believe in God or whatever, you should still show love. Because we was all one. When we stood up here, we said, we are San Bernardino. So we have to stand up for San Bernardino. We have to take our positions in San Bernardino. And so, during the school years, I was able to meet with the boys, the varsity football and the varsity basketball game. The coaches would allow us to go pray with the students. And in football, we held a record of 14 years, never won. And we held our title, and we broke it this year because of the faith that we had in God. That we used to pray for the students, and the students built up their self-esteem. The students was encouraged. And I just want to thank Ms. Rodriguez for allowing us to start this Live Club on this campus. I hope that through my effort to bring back to my school, that I will encourage other students to stand up and make a difference in our city. Thank you for all allowing me to share my thoughts.
We as a community are defined by our actions. And let me tell you, we have had many accomplishments over this past year. And we are on schedule to accomplishing much more during the next year. We have Loma Linda University Health that recently broke ground in our downtown area. Loma Linda University is building a $65 million state-of-the-art medical and education campus. The campus is a unique partnership between Loma Linda, San Bernardino Unified School District, and the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians. Loma Linda received a $10 million grant from San Manuel to support the important work of the medical center. And with our eyes set on the future, the city sent a letter to over 80 development firms nationwide soliciting their interest in the Carousel Mall. We are currently interviewing and reviewing the credentials of the top respondents with strong track records of successfully redeveloping large urban projects. The next step will be to assemble a diverse panel of community partners and leaders to interview the finalists and select the best qualified developer for recommendation to the Common Council. Once a development partner is selected, the city intends to pursue an aggressive community engagement process with residents, businesses, community stakeholders, and development partner to refine our vision of the downtown and to create a development plan and timeline for the complete transportation of the Carousel Mall. We look forward to all of you being involved in this critical project, for it will be the catalyst that drives the economic revitalization of the heart of San Bernardino.